have to involve at least in one service, a very focused service, so that they do something to this particular society, they give back something to the society. I personally feel that there is a lot of need by the underprivileged around us actually. I need to do something. Joined the Lions Club in 2008. What we did as a project was we built a Lions International School at a budget of 15 crores, serving the rural children. Right now the institution takes care of 160 students in the second year. Next year we are looking at 500 students and giving very quality education, world-class education at a rural area at a very, very affordable price. Awareness is a very big subject. Many of them do not know they have diabetes. There are so many things where the awareness have to be taken to them, whether it is pediatric cancer affecting, screening for cancer to be done after so-and-so age, so that early detection of cancer, less mortality. So all these subjects, you need more awareness.
So if you can let our audience know who Mr. Ramkumar is and your journey and what you do now.
So after my education, I joined KSB Pumps Dealer Network in Coimbatore in the sales. As soon as training was given for a couple of days, they told Ram, we need to push you into the well. First trip, I would rather say, I started from Visakhapatnam and ended up in Kanyakumari after 31 days. Immediately, my chairman called me the next day. Ram, I saw your report, a lot of things. But one thing I have to say, don't run like a dog. Sales and marketing is a skill which takes you into the entrepreneurial journey a little bit faster.
What was the driving force behind you becoming an entrepreneur?
My initial thought was, okay, I'm earning about 25,000 rupees a month as an employee. Will I not earn a little bit more than that?
Initial days, how big was the team?
When we started in 99 end, we were only about 3 people in the company. As a sole proprietor myself to start with, and then 2 employees, one putting hands on the machine and one as a staff. How to stay one step ahead of competition has been our lookout.
And outperforming ourselves also.
Yes, sometimes you need to, not sometimes,
every time.
Every second year you have this challenge coming forward and you need to outperform yourself. My first visit was for the UAE market. We have a company called Emirates Refining Company. Spoke to a maintenance head who is a Pakistani. He threw a project on us. Within 2 sittings, the order got finalized. The value is $2 lakh. I would rather advise every entrepreneur to parallelly look at export market and go forward, because the realization what you get in the export market comes upfront to you.
How important is it to bootstrap your business, plow back the profits, and when is it a good time to go for an external source of funding? Let's say you've made it in life. You have everything you wished for and more. What do you do next? I met Mr. Ramkumar, today's podcast guest, way back in 2018. Over the years, I have seen him involved in almost every type of social service and giving back to the society. He has been an inspiration to us on not only how to build a business, but also how to be of service to others. He's the managing director of Spectra Plast India. They've been in business for over 25 years now, and they are into the manufacturing of modular conveyors and automation systems for a wide range of industries ranging from food processing to pharmaceuticals. If you are new here, welcome to the channel and another episode of The Master's Edge. I'm Sibi, partner and co-founder of 2 different companies, CNV Engineering and Vesta Industrial Solutions, based out of Coimbatore City, India. The first company is into engineering components, supply chain and sourcing, where we contract manufacture industrial fasteners, custom CNC cutting tools, and engineering components in metal, non-ferrous, and plastics. And the second company is into B2B sales and marketing consulting. I'll leave the links of the websites if you're interested to know more on what we do. Over the past decade of running our own businesses and working in the corporate sector, we've had the pleasure of interacting with a diverse range of professionals across domains. This podcast is our way of sharing that knowledge with the world. In this episode, me and my business partner Vignesh sit down with the guest to not only understand his journey, but also cover a whole host of topics, from how to effectively market your business, the importance of team building, the importance of giving back to society, and much, much more. We hope you get as much value as we had while interacting with him. Before we start though, I have just one request. Please consider subscribing, as it motivates us to bring in more such interesting guests. There will be timestamps with relevant topics so that you can skip ahead to whatever interests you. The podcast is also available on Spotify, Apple Podcast, and YouTube Music, the links of which I'll leave in the description. Please switch to 1.5x video speed for a better viewing experience. Let's get started.
Hi sir, thank you for coming here, accepting the invite and gracing us with your presence. So we have a small tradition in our podcast. Before we get along with the next questions, the first question we always ask our guest is who you are, what you do, and what is the journey through which you have come here. So if you can let our audience know who Mr. Ramkumar is and your journey and what you do now, we can start with this.
Thank you, Sivi and Vignesh. Really, it's a great opportunity. I would rather say this is the first time I have spoken in several stages, but this is the first time as a podcast being with teammates like you. So I feel it's a great opportunity for me. And actually, I am managing director of a company called Spectra Plast India Private Limited, specializing in supplying conveyor accessories for the bottling, food, and automotive industries. That's the specialization we are in. And I was the past district governor of Lions International, world's leading NGO. And currently, I'm serving as the Southern Regional Head for CSR operations of Lions International. So this is the current positions I'm holding. And it's a great team what I have in Spectra. It's close to about 200 plus team members. Before coming to this team, I come from a very modest family. My father is from a textile background, started from his assistant managerial cadre and so on. And my mother is a retired teacher.
You are from Coimbatore only, sir?
My native is Trichy, but I am born and brought up at Coimbatore.
Okay.
And I have an younger brother. That's about my childhood days, I would rather say. One thing I am thankful in what I am today is that my parents really made a point that I get a very quality education. So that's one thing what they were very, very particular about. So I personally feel that's the base or platform I got to really, in shaping up myself in what I am today.
Finding your path.
Yes. So that's the real platform, I would rather say. So I'm really thankful for them for this particular support they have given me. Then I had a lot of journeys, I would rather say, that after my schooling, I was very keen on the engineering side. I wanted to get into the engineering platform. Of course, we had very tough time in getting admissions in Tamil Nadu engineering colleges. And
this was which time period, sir?
It is 1988.
Okay.
So that period, we had very limited engineering colleges in Tamil Nadu, and it was very tough to get into the engineering stream. So my passion was to do engineering, being a Coimbatorian. So what I did is I told my parents that I want to go and explore other states, where I could get the engineering platform. So after completing my 12th, I traveled alone to Maharashtra, went to Kolhapur and then Navi Mumbai, and then finally came to Sholapur, where I could find an engineering college which could fit in my expectation of being into mechanical stream and within my budget or within our family's budget.
Okay.
So that way I got an admission in a College of Engineering, Osmanabad, which is very near to Sholapur. And excellent location, I would rather say, Osmanabad. It comes under Aurangabad University, and great learning experience there.
It would have been a completely different environment, atmosphere.
Yes, very demanding, very challenging situations.
Different state.
Different state, language barrier, Marathi, being a rural place. Not only that, we all are used to 3-meal pattern down here.
Oh.
There you get only 2 meals.
2 meals.
Yeah. So there are a lot of
Cultural
adjustments we need to do. It was really successful platform for me there also. I came third in the university in the college and third in the university and first in the college. So that was also a great booster for me that yes, as a person, I'm capable. I can deliver. So that really
gave you the confidence.
It gave me the confidence, in fact. So that, and the second thing is that the tough situation which I faced there was like we had when I was completing my fourth year when I was initiating, we had a Latur earthquake, which was only 30 kilometers away from the place where I was, and Kilari town.
Early 90s.
Yes, it is 93 in fact.
Okay.
And close to 10,000 people lost their life. It's all a great farming community down there. Grape farming community had a lot of financial powers, but unethical way of building houses, I would rather say, because it was without any concrete structure. So even for that particular earthquake, the complete houses have gone down. So lot of loss of lives, and that really was really very tough situation. Could learn a lot of things, within a day, how things can change. So that was eye opener there. Could see quite a few children missing their parents, and grandparents missing their sons and daughters and granddaughters and grandsons. So very tough situation to see there.
You must have been in your 20s.
Yes, I was exactly 20 by the time. And we pulled a few bodies out of the rubbles, and very tough situation there. So when we pass through such situations, in your career, when you pass some situations,
it changes.
Molds us.
Definitely, we get molded to cross that. And it was a great exposure. On a whole, we got being in another state and a tough challenging situation. That was a very great learning experience and exposure, I would rather say. So that is again the second platform. First was the educational platform, what I got, and second is this situation exposure, what I got was the second platform. So these all helped me in creating the company and the team.
Laid a basement.
Yes, exactly. So that was a wonderful platform, which played a role in my development. So I am really thankful for my parents and the exposure what I got from Maharashtra. So this is what I would rather say. So after my education, I joined KSB Pumps Dealer Network in Coimbatore in the sales. An encouraging word came from my uncle who said, Ram, if you are trying to enter a career, try marketing. That I feel this is really suitable to you. So that was one word from my uncle, mother's brother. So who gave me that first spark. So that, I thought, okay, let me try my luck in marketing, and I entered the KSB's Dealer Network and started my career. And then immediately after that, I went into other specialty products, and from there is the development of my company, so which I would like to share later. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. You joined a company in the late 90s, no sir? If I'm
94 end. Yeah.
Okay. How long were you there, and how was that field work like back in the 90s? Because we don't have a technology like today, no? You don't have emails, you don't have phones.
True.
How was sales different back? The sales and marketing different back then.
That really, even that
you used
exposure.
To travel in bikes, or how was it? How was the
initially it is something like transportation in public transport. Because it's about traveling across the states. Right from the first exposure is for about 7-8 districts, covering 7-8 districts. So
that is within Tamil Nadu.
Within Tamil Nadu. That tenure was for 1 year. And second, immediately I joined a company called Wires and Fabrics Limited. That their specialty is to supply very special products for the paper industry. Wires and felts and linear shafts for the paper industry. And I was given the southern Indian territory. So
you were almost roaming around everywhere.
Yes, exactly. The first trip in my second company, it's a multinational. So as soon as the training was given for a couple of days, they told Ram, it is something like this, we need to push you into the well. They immediately told me, okay.
Only then you learned something.
Yes. So pushed me to the market. Later on only I learned that it was a very challenging first trip, I would rather say. I started from Visakhapatnam and ended up in Kanyakumari after 31 days. So 31 days of continuous traveling right from Visakhapatnam to Kanyakumari, covering all the 140, 145 paper mills.
Okay.
I thought after completing this trip, I would get a great, pat from the back from my chairman. What happened is that immediately my chairman called me the next day. Ram, I saw your report, a lot of things. But one thing I have to say, don't run like a dog. And what he said was that for every visit, what you do, there is a lot of preparatory work and a lot of exercise needs to be done. And then the impact of the visit would be much, much higher. And never mind. It's a great exposure for you. So next time onwards, it is the homework before the visit, which is very, very important. Yeah, how you plan to visit your customer is very, very important. What sort of planning you need to do that. There was also a lecture for that. So that is very important. So that's what I took it very positively. So it is always, one can really win only when you have tough situations. You have to take it as a positive thing and move forward.
It's a learning curve.
It's definitely a learning curve. I still don't forget that particular word, what my chairman told me. So
no, we can see that.
Yes. And thereon, something like very planned way of visit. And also, as you asked for technology was not there that time. So we had all reporting, very, very proper reporting, everything put on the paper and being sent as hard copy to the headquarters. And not only that, very systematic way of weekly projections, monthly projections,
yearly
segment wise, company wise, product wise, very detailed, systematic way of projecting was a great tool in hot copy, I would rather say, and which you need to be sent to the headquarters. And not only that, you need to write to the customer as soon as you visit and come back, thanking them for the visit. So these are all certain things, very, very active those days. Again, need to be couriering that to the customer. So literally typing initially, then using the systems to type the letters after that. So these were all the subject those days, I would rather say. And you do not know, because of the non-availability of mobile phones, whether the customer would be there or not.
Whether they receive the communication or not.
So all these points, we had against us those days, but that days will not come back again also. So that's a great experience what we had being a leading sales team member down there. It was a very great learning curve for me in wires and fabrics. And after that, I joined a company called Polyhigh Solido. There also a wonderful experience. It was totally a different scenario for me there. Product is very specialized product, and wherein you need to only get yourself polished in applying that product line.
More of application based.
Yes, application based. So that really honed me in the other set of areas also. Excellent learning curve. From there, then I started my entrepreneurial journey. So this is about my
initial days
of being a sales team. But what I wanted to say is that whether I worked or whether I am on my own, the kind of enthusiasm and trying to being with client and trying to market the product, the enthusiasm was the same for both the subject. That is what was my effort and how I did my career. So with the same enthusiasm, I did both. In fact,
what was the driving force behind you becoming an entrepreneur, sir? Did you have this in your mind ever since you started working, or when you were in college, or it was just as life takes you, it takes you some direction. It just happened that way.
What is the story there?
First thing is, I'm a Coimbaturian.
Okay.
Normally that.
That bug is there.
Yes.
Bug to become an entrepreneur.
Yes, exactly. In my childhood days, for a very small period, my father was also an entrepreneur.
Okay.
So was with him in his tool room, I would rather say. So where he was doing precise components. So was with him for about 2-3 years, seeing what he does. So that entrepreneurial thirst was always there. So for everything, I would rather say the customer base, the kind of travel you had in your employee days, the kind of exposure you had for the market, and the learnings on the market, that is very, very vital for any entrepreneur. So since I felt confident that yes, this market, and if we have some special products, we should definitely do a very reasonable, effort of growing a company and taking it forward. My initial thought was, okay, I'm earning about 20,000-25,000 rupees a month as an employee. Will I not earn a little bit more than that? That was the first thought.
It was a basic thought.
Yes. So that was the basic thought actually. So I was very confident because close to about 400-450 customer base I was handling, and the kind of application knowledge with certain product lines.
Sales gives you that confidence.
Yeah, exactly. So I still strongly believe that for any company for that matter, if you are confident of marketing your product,
Selling and marketing,
that is very, very, or I would rather say that's the first step for any entrepreneurial journey which is required.
Irrespective of the field,
yes,
those are foundational steps.
Exactly. So I've seen several techies, in fact, doing excellent products, but struggling for marketing, not able to market that. And so I've seen that. So I would rather say sales and marketing is a skill which takes you into an entrepreneurial journey a little bit faster, growth or things like that. And
That is what brings in money, no, sir.
exactly. So
Can have a fantastic
the
product.
revenue for any startup company or any
company.
the revenue pattern is established, then of
That is
course,
the bloodline.
yes, the growth is automatic, I would rather
I
say.
think we learn to be accountable when we are in sales, actually, right from the get-go.
Yes, the accountability was very high that time.
Correct.
So that helped, in fact.
Yeah.
So that accountability helped in in our career, in the growth of our own team and our own visualizing our team's growth and company's growth. That really helped, in fact. And as a company, like we were talking about the entrepreneurial journey.
Yeah.
So since I had an established market, and when
Since
I
you are
was
aware
about
of
to,
the market.
yes,
Okay.
and I had a lot of encouragement from my own customers. Ram, you are in a multinational company where they are looking at very large orders. As a machine builders or as a company, we have a lot of medium scaled orders which is lined up. We are getting difficult in getting sourcing that. So why don't you start it? That was an encouragement from my own set of customers. And the first month was kind of a jackpot for me in my entrepreneurial journey. We had close to 100 plus customers conversion on the first month itself.
Okay.
So
Because you had the insight of what they actually
what the
needed
market
and
was
what the
and
pain
what
point was.
Yeah, exactly. So it started small, 100 plus customers, but everyone giving us smaller orders initially to test the waters. And when we could convert, we could get repeated orders and things like that. And the product which we are in is something like a repetitive nature. So we get
Month on month, recurring.
subject. So we could get repeat orders. And after a year, I thought, okay, yes, now it's we need to set the vision, how do we grow. So that confidence we could get in the first year itself. And there's a saying in mainly in Gujarati, they say once you up to the 1,000th day of your business,
First
if
1,000
you are
days.
able to sustain, and then you need not look back. That's the saying actually. So for me, the first 3 years really went well, and we could also gear up for certain new things, and very positive that way.
What products did you start selling, sir, initially? What was the nature of the initial? Of course, you might have added, you
Yes.
might have grown. but
Yeah. Initially, it was the speciality is here is that we went into very special plastics, engineering plastics, which would give a lot of very innovative applications and metal replacement subjects.
What sort of applications? Generally,
I would rather say there are so many applications.
a few examples.
Yeah, I would rather say first one which we tapped was the conveyor component of business, because high speed running and very tough situations for plastics to work there, wear and tear subjects like that. So since we had very innovative product which can handle this tough situation, so it was the conveyor subjects. And secondly, it is all mining applications where it happens as a bulk material transfer application. So where it acts as a first in first out kind of a liner. And we also had a lot of jigs and fixtures for the automation industry, where all the pallets are being made for automotive applications, and also the automatic storage and retrieval system guides and things like that. So there are so many applications. And one very prominent application was the dewatering elements for the paper and pulp and paper industry, where water is being taken out of the pulp and pulp forms into a paper. So these are all the some of the prime sectors which we were handling to start with. Of course, now if you talk about plastics, everybody are very commonly known to the commodity plastics, which is very used in bulk for the packaging and things like that. But we fall into a specialty plastics. We are talking about wear and tear, low coefficient of friction, high load carrying capabilities, high thermal withstanding capabilities, and food grade applications, water repelling applications. So there are so many specialities. Very special alloys, plastic alloys are available for very demanding applications. Earlier days, if you would have seen, it would have been only 1% of plastic components in automotive. But now in the entire auto parts, I would rather say to improve all the aesthetical part and performing and reducing the weight, making it more sustainable. All these area plastic is playing a vital role. So So the specialty plastics is playing a very big role in the market. So we are into that.
Initially started with trading, sir, or you straight got into manufacturing?
I would rather say it's a mix of both, I would rather say. So
From the beginning itself?
Initially, we started getting the semi-finished thing into our company and adding value to it and supplying it. Partially also, we would get certain sections and trade it as it is.
Okay.
It was a mixed bag, I would rather say. But the real fun is when you only add value to the product
Correct.
and do it. That is how you get recognized and you get your realization. So adding value to the product is one thing what every entrepreneur has to
Correct.
look into, because that is how you get your value. So for me, it was a mixed bag to start with, and even now I give more importance when in my company review meeting. Okay, you have done this turnover. How much of it is from our own factory, manufactured in our own factory? So
how much is it traded?
Yeah, we are close to about 75% manufacturing and 25% of semi-trading or trading that way. So that is the ratio. Even we are very keenly watching even now. So that is how it is.
We have known each other for around 6 years approximately, and I know Spectra has a fairly stable team. So what is your take on team building, and how have you built your team, and where did you learn your team building skills from, sir?
One more thing I want to add on this, sir. Now you have 200 plus people. Okay, initial days, how big was the office? How big was the team?
Yeah, when we started...
Cover that journey, no?
When we started in 99 end, we were only about 3 people in the company. As a sole proprietor myself to start with, and then
doing all the
two employees, one putting hands on the machine and one as a staff who
packaging, delivery,
yes, all those things. So this is what is the startup. And then after close to about 1 year, I got my partner Muthuvel, who joined me. He's my engineering college mate.
Yeah.
So he joined hands with me, and then slowly we added a few machines to our factory, a few more people to our factory. Only one thing we had in our mind, okay, every year we need to expand with some machineries and as a team we need to expand.
It has to keep growing.
Yes. And second thing what we did for our growth was, I think it is 2003 if I'm right, we launched ourselves in India Mart. That was very quite a new phenomenon that time.
At that time, India Mart was getting
just launched, yeah. So India Mart was one platform which really helped us in scaling up, going places. For us, it was only one thing that time because we had very less competition. The challenge was shout out, I have this one. I have this material. I have this product. So we need to shout out and reach the companies. That was the biggest challenge we had. India Mart, to a great extent, that it helped us.
Expand your pan-India reach.
Yes, exactly. And not only that, even that time we had quite a few export inquiries. So that also helped in tapping certain export markets. And second thing is that we made a point, okay, since we are marketing savvy company, we thought we should give, that time the print media was very strong. So we gave all the industry specific print media ads, say food and beverage magazines.
Okay. All those, wherever your audience might be, you advertised.
That time, industrial product finder, IPF, we call it as, that print media was very powerful. So that area also we were giving ads in that. Codicia magazine we used to give ads. Yeah. So these are all the areas we were very strong in the print media.
At that time, whatever was available, you were advertising.
Exactly. And that was one subject. And third thing what we learned is that so much of new companies coming in, how do we get in touch with that? So we thought, okay.
That time investments were coming in. Yeah,
yes,
a lot of investments were coming in. Correct.
We were putting up in a lot of trade expos. Initially, our testing water was our Codicia's Intech. Intech, we started participating right from 2003. So from there we started, and then we started exhibiting in so many other exhibitions. So right now, if you say every year, the yearly calendar, we have about 20 expos participation right now. So out of which about 12-13 domestically and quite a few overseas also. So that gives us a great platform. Every expo, small or big, we get at least 50-60 new inquiries and quite a few conversions happen after that. All this platforms we started exploring. So digital marketing, that time it is India Mart, and then the print media, the expose. So every avenue to expose our company or to give visibility to our company, we were working hard to get that. These three areas really helped us, our company, to get more visibility and reach more. So this really helped. I would rather say this three activity had leveraged a lot in our company's growth.
And your team building?
And team building, I would rather say, one side we were building our production side, and as I said, we as in being a marketing savvy company, we had visualized that you need to have people on the ground.
Field.
Yes, people on the field to address the industrial pockets.
Correct.
That's the first move we took, and we know definitely that our home base is the first one which is going to support us to start with. So we more or less had entire South India being covered with team members in Coimbatore, team member in Chennai, and a team member in Bangalore.
All the major cities.
All the three major cities here, except for Hyderabad, we had our presence, and we have one or two members from Coimbatore, based out of Coimbatore, traveling across the other uncovered region of South, and to a certain extent, we were covering the western part also. In 2007, first visit overseas, I would rather say. First visit to overseas market. My first visit was for the UAE market. I went expecting to bring, say, about maybe $5,000 order or a 10,000 rupees order.
A basic order.
Basic order. This was the expectation at my end. We visited quite a few companies, and we had a visit along with currently he's heading my Dubai operations, Mr. Mohan. So he's my relative. So I joined with him and just visited few companies to explore the market. We have a company called Emirates Refining Company. It's a IFCO group of companies, a very reputed company. We just went there inside. We got an appointment. We went inside, spoke to a maintenance head who is a Pakistani. Dost Mohammed, his name is. Then Mohan, who is heading currently, he was always speaking in English. This person from Pakistan asked him, "Don't you know Hindi?" No, he said, "I do not know." "Arey yaar, kya aap Bharat Hindustani bolte hai, aap Hindi nahi baat karte?" So we speak Hindi, you don't speak Hindi. What is this? You call it yourself as a Hindustani. So that sort of initial interaction, and then you will not believe, he throwed a project on us. It was complete conveying system from his blow molding of edible oil containers to the entire production hall, eliminating about 40 people. Our conveyor system has to bring in all the containers to the filling machine.
Completely automated.
Completely automated. 22 blow molding machines were there. From there, it has to travel. And within 2 sittings, the order got finalized. The value is $2 lakh. So that is
a big break for you.
Exactly. So, it was something like a unimagined
dream
come true, I would rather say. And such a confidence they had on us was one thing, made us to really work confidently. And we had bought few things from overseas, made majority of them in-house, integrated them. And entire team went to the UAE and installed this. Within 4 months, we could complete this project, and it was a great success. And so that was the first major breakthrough for our company.
This was when, sir?
2007.
Okay.
2007. So
Almost,
not only in the
nearly 10 years, close to 10 years after starting.
Close to 8 years. 2000 we started really. 2006 we completed, and 2007 we got this.
Yeah.
So one thing is that think big. So that was the for our vision after that.
Yes.
And second thing is also export market focus. That's the second subject we got, because the realization what you get in the export market comes upfront to you. So once the companies do exports, definitely the financials are much better
compared to the domestic.
Exactly.
Credit cycles.
Exactly. So you get it upfront, and that's something which a company needs, in fact. So I would rather advise every entrepreneur to parallelly look at export market and go forward. So then now currently we are in 30 countries from there, and now we have team for everything. So we started picking up with our first aim thing would be like from the known sources. You get any referral for for our team member. That would be the first preference. And second would be like on the go, or some of the suppliers or some of the techies who come to present themselves to our company. We keep watching them. Somebody looking at an opportunity, somebody really good.
Okay.
So only with those subjects, we could take some very good team members, and many of them are still with us for the last 18, 19 years as a team member. So that's how it is. And now we have a team, good team in every segment of our operations: a purchase team, a vendor team, a production quality control team, a production team. For every department, for the production, we have a good team. And marketing, of course, we are well covered. And success for us is that we bank with a sales coordinator for every sales manager, so that the support to the customer is given instantly or very swiftly, which the customer looks forward now. So that's one of the success what we have. And secondly, the other success is that we always try to outthink the competition. How to stay one step ahead of competition has been our lookout. The first point what we had is our product what we are in. Basically, earlier it was coming from Europe. The market was import oriented that time. So we were import substitute. So first of all, initially, as I told, our challenge was to tell customers we have this, then supply them, prove the product, and then bring it into a bulk cycle. That was the first challenge we had. Then we had domestically the same thing done by others, seeing our success. So then now we have to outthink them. Then what we did, we had a proper logistical plan, like have stock, maximum stock, give immediate supplies. So it was also implemented by others. Then again, we had to outthink. Then what we did, we had a technical team who would visit every customer and see that, audit their line, all the conveyor lines, what they do, audit that. Then we also do the mapping of the lines, technical mapping, and we give audit report at the same time, line mapping done, and tell them exactly these are all the components in your line. You need not struggle for finding out what is that item, how we will order, what part number to order. We will give you a complete file. See that and order on us. So that kind of certain technical support which we could give, our technical audit team has given, so that we were really outperforming the competition and winning over the market. And later on, what happened is that we started signing up annual maintenance contract with the corporates like Pepsi, Coke, AB InBev, UB, all these companies. We signed the annual maintenance contracts, giving them whatever it is. Next 12 months, this is my price for all these items which you regularly buy.
Pricing contract.
Yes, pricing contract. So this we signed, and that also has helped. So we had to really put a lot of efforts in outthinking the competition and following up different strategies to keep us in different and
outperforming ourselves also.
Yes. Sometimes you need to, not sometimes.
Every time.
Every second year you have this challenge coming forward, and you need to outperform yourself and
correct.
Think out of box and do the innovative things. And like this is what is the growth strategy of our company and the team. And currently we are at 275 member team. Still with lot of plans of different divisions, different manufacturing divisions in our vision. Year on year we are projecting certain growth. So our passion is to have good team, and it's a passion, I would rather say, to have more team members contribute to the society by means of employment, and we give special attention to the people around our factory within 5-6 kilometers to be in particular, so that they are given the first choice of employment in our company. So we feel that that's our duty to recognize to the place we are in. Right. So the local empowerment is also required.
I've observed when I visited. So across this journey of more than 20 years, sir, now it has become fancy that if you want to start a business, you have to raise money. How important is it to bootstrap your business, plow back the profits? And when is it a good time to go for an external source of funding? It could be banking, or it could be like new age instruments like VCs or private equity, whatever. What are your thoughts on that?
Practically I would like to explain with my own experience.
Yeah.
When we started up, I said that first month itself we had 100 plus customers. The challenge what I faced there was like orders literally getting dumped on us at certain point of time. The lead times which we used to quote was sometimes more than 2 months. It was a very tough situation to convince the customer on the delivery terms. We could have improved it, but
had you had extra money,
yes,
you could have improved it.
With the financial situation, which we were in, the investment for the expansion was a subject. So we had to plan very carefully whether to run in for the regular things or whether to invest our money for the expansion. It was
Or go
a
for a
balancing
loan.
act which we had to play on. So in spite of a small expansion plan, we could not really meet the market's need actually. So really that is the situation where you need a support of a bank to fund you at a minimal interest rate, catering really the need what as a company you require to expand.
But I think that is after proof of concept. After
Yeah,
like
exactly.
you have a bunch of orders with you, you need something to execute those orders. Then you go for a
Banking support.
banking support, external financing.
But what bankers look at is that your performance, at least for a couple of years, how
history,
you have performed, how your history is. So all these things,
your ability to repay.
yes, exactly.
collateral
So
also.
they also need to be, feel safe kind of a situation. So that challenge is always there. But things are improving with startup funding and other things like that now. But that is the real situation where funds in a good entrepreneur's hands would really help him to expand his business and cater the market. So that is the real situation.
If you're sitting
What
on
you
a
need-
great opportunity.
Yes, exactly. Once you get a funding from a bank, you have executed it in a very proper way, and
You're properly servicing.
within a year, the bank would be behind you
Correct.
to say that, okay, what's next, what you need further. So all these questions will come from their end. So this is what is the situation. You need to be funded, of course. Definitely for an young entrepreneur, for the growth plans what he has, you need at some point of time after he started that funding of either platform is definitely required for his growth and subject like that. And a situation has come for us the situation was COVID, where we raised a question, right now everybody is talking on the price and things like that in a tough market now. So how do we get rid of our overheads? So how do we bring down our cost? So then we thought on an average we lose so much of fund paying back to the bank.
Okay.
So that is the first point which we looked at, underline it. So we have a financial team in our company. We asked a question: how can we avoid this? First of all, is it possible? So certain working was done, and we were indicated on a monthly basis if you could bring in this kind of a revenue.
So you made an analysis of a cash flow and
Yes, exactly. So this situation was analyzed. Then what we did was we had just the ERP implemented in our company a couple of years back from that day. Then we had dashboard reports coming in, all those things, supports coming in. So we felt once the customer placed the order is registered in the ERP, we wanted to tighten the system that any company defaulting on the payment terms, we wanted to tighten the screw, ensure that the payment cycle is properly done and monitored so that further incoming orders are being registered. The ERP really
next
yes, next order. Since majority of the customers we have is repeated customers. So literally every second month we get order. Many of the customer we get every month. So we could really
Predictable.
tighten up the things. And that one small strategy, that's a small strategy no doubt, but a tough strategy. That strategy really helped. Within a month's time, you will not believe, we could close our CC limit of 2 crores and we came out of that. And within a year, we could have a fixed deposit. So totally the table changed. And
slight correction.
it's I would rather say a small correction or a small step in tightening up our system, close monitoring of our receivables, telling the customer in the right time that it's due. So all this full cycle step really helped us to turn the table, so that we started putting deposits in the bank
Okay.
and now looking at what kind of investment will bring more returns. So to that situations we have come. Again, in this situation, like we again take certain supports from the financial institutions like SIDBI and things like that. That is only when we go for a
New machinery.
major expansion plans. If at all we have about 4-5 crores of expansion, we take the support of SIDBI, where certain lower interest rates are
When
being
you can
charged.
afford the credit line, it's
Exactly.
it's okay. Natural to
Exactly.
take
So,
it. Yeah.
so that's only that situations we are taking the support of the financial institutions and taking certain credit term loans for the machineries actually. So this is how it is. And the main reason of taking the term loan, one more reason is that the government is offering subsidy to the industry. So that subsidy schemes also needs to be utilized, and it is possible only when you take
Can
the
you
support
touch
of
upon a few banking related loan? These sort of
The
loans are
government schemes.
people might not be there is a lack of awareness.
yeah.
Lot of loan structuring, loan types are there.
Yeah.
What sort of loans? Give us some examples, no, sir. You can avail these sort of schemes. These are there.
Yeah,
these
basically,
subsidies there.
basically you have loans given by Tamil Nadu Investment Corporation, that is TIC, in the
yeah.
in this part of the state. So once you go through those institution, you get close to about 20% for a company as a subsidy for the machinery investments or even for the project investments. So 20% is a subsidy for that, and when there is a woman entrepreneur, you get 25%.
Oh.
And if you are into food processing, there are certain schemes you are even given 50% subsidy. So these subsidy schemes, you need to you have certain commitments given as a revenue generation from a financial institution point of view. They ask what is the kind of returns what is the kind of turnover you used to do. Normally, for a medium scale industry like us or a small scale industry like us, we have been asked 5 times T investment should be the revenue increase after the expansion. So that
next 5
commitment
years
needs to be signed.
How much time?
What's the
do they
time?
give you?
See, for example, you are going for a 1 crore facility for the machinery.
1 crore loan.
1 crore loan you are going. We need to do 5 crores of additional turnover
With that investment coming.
with that investment coming.
Okay.
So
In the next 5 years or
no,
what is the time?
next year.
next year?
Next year financial statement when you are submitting, you should show the growth so that it proves that the kind of investment what you have gone in gives that
Deserves
kind of
the
return.
subsidy.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that is a precondition for giving you the subsidy. So that way, in a very calculated way, the term loans are taken. It helps us get that kind of subsidy benefit for the company, which really helps us look positively towards this expansion plan.
I think it is also a way of pushing entrepreneurs also.
Yes, exactly.
It's a good thing only.
Yes, it is a focus, which makes you to drive towards that kind of a growth.
It'll make you run. Yeah.
Exactly. And the second thing is that as a company, we are continuously driven to develop new products. There are so many new products being launched in overseas, especially in the European market and US market. And over a period of time, those products are expected in the domestic market. Nowadays, it is instant, I would rather say. So developing that new technology products, new innovative things needs definitely a lot of investments. So those areas, for your company's strategical growth, the financial support can be taken, because that is going to drive your company's revenues in the future days. So that is these are all the areas where definitely we should not look, or we should not reserve ourselves of not taking that opportunity.
Not hold ourselves back.
Yes, exactly.
So, sir, we personally know that you network very well. What drives you to network? I know you're part of a few networking organizations. You're also a ex-Lions governor. It all comes under the umbrella of networking with people. What have you gained out of networking, sir? Do you
Over
think
the years.
networking really helps
What
your
are your-
entrepreneurship journey?
Yeah.
What
No,
are the key
first-
lessons, sir?
Okay. Networking benefits Definitely, we need to tell so many things. But what are we going to take out of this world? Finally, we need to meet and explore more people. In fact, and relationship is very, very, very positive. It brings a lot of positive vibes to you. In fact, meeting new people, any area you go, only with young blood, new blood, you will be fully enthused to and bring your best. Only when young bloods are coming in. So networking is one area which really brings in a lot of new people getting a good relationship with you. In fact, and
new ideas.
So many subjects the world is big. A lot of innovations happening. A lot of things happening around you. So it is not only the media which brings you everything. So it is. I personally feel, the quality time you spend with your networking team members, brings you a lot of information. This is what, if at all you're not looking at direct benefits, that this networking friends will bring you a lot of energy in you. That is the first thing I would look at it. Second thing is that in spite of so many discussions you have, as a businessman, once, there are so many flow of informations happening when you're networking. For a businessman, quite a few informations is sufficient to capitalize on it.
Correct.
So that key points and key informations you get from this business discussion, somebody talking about a company, I did this work in this company, I did this work from this company, I got this technology from this company. So many things you are exposed to in networking, either networking with an individual person or a networking
group,
organization or a forum you are in. The flow of information, the amount of quantum of information which it brings to you, even if you are utilizing 20-25% of it, the kind of benefit as a individual person or an individual company, it is enormous. And successfulness of the network is that automatically you imbibe the
good quality.
success stories and the good qualities of the networker, peers whom you network with. So that is one of the biggest advantage. In the networking forums, I have seen several members of the networking association implements the good subjects which they find from their peers, and they go into a faster growth as a company. So it's very much visible, practically I would rather say. So the flow of information in these networking forums are very high.
Massive, yeah.
So how you utilize that as a businessman, that business flow information is more than sufficient for you to capitalize on the opportunities and, certain informations what you get in that meeting. So I personally feel every company should have a strategy to see that they strategically network with potential
join relevant groups.
Yes, exactly. I would rather say that's a must nowadays, in fact.
True. When it comes to networking, this is the monetary part of it. But I think you have also been a governor in Lions and involved in plenty of social services. What was your driving force behind this, and what are some of the notable social services that really touch your heart?
I personally feel that there is a lot of need by the underprivileged society around us. Actually, there is so much of requirements and needs in the society. I personally felt that, as an individual, I could get a reasonably good platform, to get a good schooling, good education, things like that. So I personally felt that in the society, first and foremost thing is that education should be the primary subject. If everybody could get that quality education,
it's a basic
that's
need.
the first
basic
learning process you are putting everyone in. That would take care of that individual's career growth. So first and foremost, I personally felt that everyone should get that quality education so that they take care of themselves, or possibly in the later stage the society he can support. This is what I personally felt. So the education area, we wanted to do a great service, and individually my first services were going to the poor children, who could not go to school, because of various reasons. So those reasons were addressed right from not having proper footwear to go, not have proper clothing to go. So right from those things to taking care of their parents so that they allow the children to go for studies. So all those basic reasons were addressed with a small, even before joining Lionism, with a small forum we were trying to do that. So that is where the...
Is this in the rural areas, sir, or?
No, even in the urban area society, there are certain pockets where you have, children struggling to for
Poverty
various
is
reasons.
everywhere.
Everywhere. So this is one thing. And secondly, awareness is a very big subject. Many of them do not know they have diabetes. Many of them do not know they are losing their vision. There are so many things, as a society, where the awareness have to be taken to them and say that this is it. Whether it is pediatric cancer affecting, whether it is screening for cancer to be done after so-and-so age, so that early detection of cancer, less mortality. So all these subjects, you need more awareness. And next awareness is eye donation, blood donation, skin donation. All these donations, the vital donations are in very big demand. So motivate and educate what benefits it is going to bring if, especially the eye. Once you bury a person, these 2 eyes are gone waste. So these 2 eyes can support 4 lives, in fact. 2 eyes can support 4 lives, bringing vision to 4 people, in fact. So this awareness, how to donate, within what time it has to be, eyes have to be donated. So those kind of awareness. So awareness is one. Then the educational support. And like this, there are so many challenges the community faces. Definitely, every citizen, I would rather say, have to involve at least in one service, a very focused service, so that they do something to this particular society. They give back something to the society. Definitely a quality time should be allocated to that. That is my personal opinion. And in line with that, with continuous, during my early morning walk, for 6 months I was, I was told about Lionism, how it is supporting. Every day morning when I'm going for a walking, we have companions who are Lions.
Line members.
Talking about, I would rather say it was an orientation for me about Lionism. So every early morning walk was an orientation for me for 6 months. So that fine-tuned me. I need to join Lionism. I need to do something. Joining hands. So that way I was motivated and joined the Lions Club in 2008 as a chartered secretary. Then I became zone chairperson, region chairperson, and so many other district chairpersons. Finally, I was district governor in 2022-23, Lionstic year. One good thing what we did as a project was we built a Lions International School at a budget of 15 crores, serving the rural children with CBSE syllabus. Right now, the institution takes care of 160 students in the second year. Next year, we are looking at 500 students and giving very quality education, world-class education at a rural area at a very, very affordable price. So, and apart from this, currently I'm the CSR regional head for South Zone. Now, my important task is to reach out to a lot of corporates who have CSR funding available. Any company crossing 500 crores turnover,
2%.
What is point number 1? And point number 2, any company doing a 5 crore profit, they are mandated to spend 2% of their profit as a CSR funding. So every year before filing, they should have spent that kind of an amount for the CSR activity, so that they can claim that particular benefit. Otherwise, they are mandated or forced to pay a penalty which is much higher than that.
Okay.
So nowadays,
they are forced to give back to society.
Society, yes. And India is leading the way in that way because...
Most of them do actually.
Yes. But India is leading the way because India is the first country to mandate the CSR program. All other areas, it is all only suggested, but here it is mandated. So that way, I'm in Lions International. They have appointed me as CSR Southern Region Head. Now they say that it is 23,000 crores which is available as CSR funding in India.
Okay.
So currently Lions are only utilizing 40 crores as CSR funding. So my target is to double it now this financial year, this Lionstic year. So trying to reach out to more corporates and showcase them the project bank we have, requesting them to invest in any one of the project as a project bank we have, and see that the benefit goes to the community. So this is my current role as an NGO now. There are so many other services being rendered in Lions International, being in 200 plus countries and with more than 14 lakh members. It's doing a wonderful job. Very transparent organization, very accountable organization, which has chartered the UN's charter. So very proud organization to be in. So really a pride line, I would rather say.
We really congratulate you for doing so much and giving back to society, sir.
Thank you. Thank you. I would rather say it's a duty.
Yeah. But not many people do, right? So we give thanks where it's due.
I rather say that a stage is not available to them to come into this particular situation. So as a NGO, we have started a program to motivate all these companies and the good donors to join an NGO so that more hands, more services. So that's the kind of support we are trying to, or the motivation we are trying to take to them. I have only one subject to tell to the young entrepreneurs. There's only one line. Success is not easy. Tirelessly put your efforts so that you reach your goal or vision. It is definitely the tireless effort which will take you to the success. So do not get demotivated before that success is being achieved. That is what I wanted to tell. It is definitely a tireless effort which will take you to that particular level. Once you achieve that, then no looking back, and definitely the pictures are very, very rosy after that. So tireless effort is one which every youngster needs to be prepared for. This is what I wanted to say as my experience. So wishing everyone all the best, and I wish also Sibi and Vignesh that in this platform you should definitely get more prominent successful people in their career, and those learnings reach out to I would rather say to the entire world, to various platforms, and let that motivate to every youngster or every person, seeing your podcast really get motivated, and I wish you all the very best.
Thank you.
Both personally and
thank you so much
on the venture you're into now.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you for that. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you for being here, sir.
Thank you.
It was great discussion here. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.